Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm WolfbaneGame. We're back with another video on Assassin's Creed Mirage. This is full review. If you haven't seen the walkthrough, there is a link in the bottom corner of this video to playlist. Please go check it out. With that said, let's start off with the company that made this game. It was Ubisoft Bordeaux. This is their first Assassin's Creed project on their own. They have helped do DLCs in the past, but this is their first full-fledged Assassin's Creed game that they have worked on solo. You are playing as a street rat turned hidden one named Basim in 863 CE, which is around 20 years before the events of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You are in the city of Baghdad and the surrounding desert. Sometimes you go to a camp known as Alamut, where the hidden ones are based. So the story for this game is all about the Order of Ancients, who later become the Templar Order. So this game actually takes the series back to its roots. It's more traditional than the latest RPG games. Yes, there is still RPG elements in the game, as you can see, but you barely even notice it. It's not as bad as it was in, let's say, Odyssey Origins, where you don't pick up a shit ton of weapons and armor that look basically the same like you did in Odyssey. So it's the same type of element of RPG as Valhalla, but died down a little bit more, which is perfect. The parkour system is fluent and amazing. I really don't have anything bad to say about this game. Not a single thing is wrong with this game. That I didn't bump into any bugs, glitches, lag, sure, but that's mostly because of my network, by my internet connection. It dies off every now and then, especially if I'm uploading a video or downloading stuff, or even doing updates for games in the background. Gameplay is captured on the Xbox Series X. Probably should have started off with that. So, the in-game currency is called Doloma. You use it basically just to buy stuff from the trader or the stables. Everything else you basically use upgrade schematics and crafting materials for at the blacksmith and tailor. There is assassination contracts that can be found at any of your hidden one bureaus. Quite a lot of them, to be honest. There's a lot of collectibles you can find, which is actually quite easy to collect. There's only one collectible in the game that you can't get until you're on the final main mission. I will not tell you when you bump into it or what the collectible is, but just to be warned, there is one collectible that you can't do until you're on the final main mission story. So there's that. That is the downside, but apart from that, everything else you can do quite early on, actually. Like, as soon as you complete the tutorial, you could literally go into every district, pick up everything, including all the collectibles, all the enigmas, which are like treasure maps and riddles that you can solve. So yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about this game. It's quite fluent in parkour. Combat is rather nice. Speaking of which, we may as well show you a little bit of combat instead of just relying on parkour. This is something else I really like. One hit assassination.
What's up right there? Down with you!
But yeah, as you can see, combat is still like the RPG element style from Odyssey, Origins and Valhalla, but die down a lot more, so you can barely tell. As you can see, counter kills are back from Assassin's Creed 2, 3, Brotherhood, Revelations, and everything else up to Origin. So that's pretty cool. You've got light attacks, heavy attacks. You've also got tools you can use in combat, which I will show you in a moment. As you can see, you've got smoke bombs, blow darts, noisemakers, traps, and throw knives. I love the throw knives.
Just fight, you shit!
As you can see, throw knives are really cool. You can also upgrade your tools at any assassination bureaus. You got elixirs, you can only have up to 3. Start off with 2, but you can spend a skill point on, well, more than 1 skill point on an extra elixir pouch. So as you can see, parkour is definitely a big way of getting around the city. You also have mounts in the game. You can have either camels or horses. There are a lot more horses in the game than there are camels. But camels are better, especially if you're out in the wilderness, as they do not use up their stamina. You've got unlimited stamina as long as you're out in the wilderness with a camel. Horses, they lose their stamina quite quickly. Camels do use their stamina in the city, so if you're going to gallop around, don't do it in the city, because they do use up their stamina. Out in the wilderness, they do not. But that is basically all I can say about the story without giving away too much. You do have a notoriety system. Wanted posters can be torn down to get rid of 1 level. If you want to get rid of all your levels, then you want to either take out a mercenary that comes after you at level 3 notoriety, and if you just want to get rid of 2 levels, you want to talk to Medusa, who you're going to need to trade a power token for. So as long as it's not in-game currency anymore, that's brilliant. There are chests in the game that have either currency or sparkling materials in. You can pickpocket people for these said stuff you need, which is pretty cool. There are definitely harder enemies to kill, like this dude, who is only weak in either back or legs, so be careful of those. And that's all I can say about this game without giving away too much information and spoiling the entire experience for you. So now it's time for the rating. And that is a 9.5 out of 10. I can't give it 10 out of 10, unfortunately, just because of, well, let's just say it's an amazing game. Brilliant story. Bazin you can definitely relate to, especially early on. Later down the line, you can still relate, it's just weird. Like I said, I can't really say much more about that without spoiling the entire ending. So, you want to know what I mean? Watch either the walkthrough series or get the game yourself and play the game, which I do definitely recommend because it is super fun.
Hey, what?
I can say one more thing about this game real quick, and that is, if you come to notoriety system, posters of you up on walls of the city, and you get spotted by civilians, they can actually recognize you and call the guards, so do be careful about that. Especially if you're trying to go sneaky. Oh, perfect timing. This is a mercenary that comes after you. They're extremely easy to deal with. You just have to be extremely careful, especially if they've got a combo going. And there we go. But yes. So I'm going to give this game a 9.5 out of 10. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. If you did, hit the like button, turn on notification bell, join WolfbaneGame by hitting that subscribe, and I will see you in the very next video. Until then, WolfbaneGaming is signing off.